planter. We're going to show you guys how these cups work.
Get higher, dry ground there and there.
Yep. That would be great. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we've got a lot going on. It's a nice day. We've been having some rain for days and inches of rain. Having a hard time getting in the fields, but we are planting potatoes today and I am ripping some fields today. So behind me is where we had the swamp mat road and it is gone. They pulled this up earlier in the week and boy is it nice to have our field back. And Ray just made his first pass across the field where the swamp mats were. Having some issues today planting. Fertilizer's clogging up the screens, so Ray has to stop and clean out those screens. You know which one it is? What is that?
It crystallizes.
Yeah.
Back for a while.
Which one is it?
Well, they've been all acting up until I cleared the lines. It's stuck to the inside of the fertilizer line.
Okay.
And it releases and plugs my little orifice.
Yeah.
So now I'm only getting this crystallized stuff from my main screen.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I see. How's it feel to have the field back?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
You want to ride? Rail.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Here, hang on to that black piece
Okay.
here.
Yep.
Show the river.
All right, so I'm taking a ride on the planter. We're going to show you guys how these cups work. The angle on the planter will increase, and that allows the pieces of potato seed to kind of gradually work its way down into where these little cups are. What a nice day today. Really needed this weather. It's been so rainy the last few days. It's been really frustrating and it feels so good to have the sun out. Ethan's over here hilling. So the process that we do is we make our rows in the fall, most of them at least in the fall, and then everything is pretty much ready to go. All we have to do is run the hiller over them just to get the soil to warm up and dry a little bit more, and then Ray can plant. And the reason why we put the hills down first is because this planter is designed to plant on hilled rows. So the planter does a much better job if it's going down the straight rows that have already been made and freshly hilled than if we just go over the ones that we have put down in the fall. That's why we run the hiller right before we do the planting. I think that this is gonna be the end of my ride here. Well, I'm glad I got to hop on here and show you guys a closer look at the planter. Cool. You're missing some,
Yeah.
but it looks pretty good.
Sometimes it's a big piece in here.
Yeah.
It spits it back out.
Cool. Well, I had good timing there. That was a great time to get on the planter. All right, cool. Everything else is going good though?
Yeah, it's not plugging in the individual rows now.
Yeah.
It's only, I can tell by the red balls
Yep.
when they float up to the top. Each row has two. So there's 8 of these.
Yep.
And then I can see when the balls start lowering down, it's losing pressure because the filter's getting clogged, so I stop.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
But the Admire is working good, and the pop-up fertilizer.
Good. And then you're running the micro riser and the candy boxes?
And that's my fertilizer pump that runs off the PTO.
Okay. Cool. All right, thanks, Ray. Happy planting.
Yeah.
Enjoy this nice day. This is so exciting. I just love planting season. I'm so excited that it's here. All of our hard work. All right, so I am going to head back over to where they're filling up the planters and hopefully catch that and show you guys that a little bit too. All right, we're just walking over to the planter now. So each time when Ray goes down, he can plant, I think, like 3 passes with this, with the length of the rows here. And then he has to come back and fill up with potato seed and also with a fertilizer. So we filled up with the seed already, and now they're just finishing up filling up the fertilizers. So this is Norwest potatoes we're starting off with, and then he'll switch over to yellows after this truck. Cool. All right, I think it's time for me to go do what I need to do today.
I will take that truck over this truck any day.
You don't like that truck? No.
This thing sucks.
What part sucks about it?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. My truck sucks.
No. I don't like the shifting pattern. It's got no power.
Yeah. All right. Well, the lime is almost there, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay, time to go get lime. So, for whatever reason, it's easier to just meet these guys on the off-ramp, or like, you know, right off the highway, and take them to the different fields, because we always have them dump in different places. So it's much easier just to do this and show them exactly where we want it, instead of trying to give them directions to a friggin' field road. So pretty soon we're gonna have to get our plastic down for the garden, and yeah, that's probably gonna happen. I don't know if that's gonna happen tomorrow or not. Maybe tomorrow evening. I don't know. Don't know. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go meet these guys, and then I will be back. I roller skate there. Well, I used to roller skate there. All right, so another load of lime, and I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th load? Could be wrong about that, but I think it's 5. And this is Brookville lime out of New Brunswick, Canada. And I think it's about 5 hours for them to get down here with this lime. So I'm not sure if we need one more for here, or if this is enough. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah. All right, so on to the next thing. So we have the lineup here of the equipment, so let's do a quick little equipment tour here. All right, we got the lime spreader here, the 4255. We've got the skidder here, 640D turbo. We've got the hydro axe. We've got the planting tractor, 8130. Dave's corn planter's here. My tractor's here. The disc is here, and the Mandaco's here. We're accumulating equipment up here. It's quite windy up here too, but it looks like it's dried up quite a bit, so that's really promising. Hopefully I can get in the fields and not get stuck. I think it's time to try, so I'm gonna get my things and head over to my tractor. Okay, so I wanted to just say thank you to everybody who is answering questions that I have in the comments. I read them all, and yeah, I really appreciate your guys' input on how I'm making the videos. It gives me more motivation, and it's exciting. So I really appreciate you guys commenting back and answering questions that I have in the videos. Okay, so I'm going over to this field. We call it the infield. It's like the first field as you're driving up the drive here. And I don't know if it's wet or not. I just have the disc. I don't have the log. I thought I was going to be ripping this afternoon. I was ripping this morning. I didn't have my camera with me, so I didn't show you guys that. But yeah, so I'm going to see if this is dry enough. And I would be running the disc with the log, but it's so wet that I'm just trying to use the disc to kind of like move the soil around just to get it to dry up a little bit, and then I'll go back over it with the disc and the log when it's time for Shane to be making those rows with that GPS tractor. He's on his way here, and he's going to start spreading that lime onto the grain corn grounds. Lime is only going on the ground that is getting corn, so the potato ground is not getting any lime. Also, I do need a rock basket on my tractor, so I'm gonna have to ask pretty please for one of those. And I don't know if that's something you can buy, but I'm pretty sure Shane will probably just make something, and I'll have him hopefully do that. Hopefully by next spring, I'll have one. That would be great. I know, I look ridiculous carrying rocks in and out of this freaking tractor. And yes, I am really careful that I put them far away from the window, because that is also one of my fears, is that if I put something too close to the front of the window, that it is going to break. I'll hit a bump and it'll crack. So I am very conscious of that. But yes, I would really like to have a rock basket. Alright, I'm going to fold up to go down here. This cute little road. Just a cute little tiny field. So I got stuck twice yesterday trying to disc up this plowed ground because it's so loose and the water just hangs in there. Yeah, let's hope that I don't get stuck today. In all fairness, I mean, I don't know. I think I might be okay. In all fairness, I'm told to go out and do it even though it's really wet, just to try and dry it up as much as I can. So it's not like I don't know it's wet. I do know it's wet. I know that it's crappy, and I know I'm gonna get stuck, but I'm trying to just dry up the ground. Okay, all right, over here. I don't know, maybe there's just a few really wet spots, but I'll start over here and work my way that way. on today's episode of Let's Get Stuck. I hear Shane, he's coming to get me.
You haven't had to deal with a wet spring yet.
No, I have not.
You can see it's higher. There's some dry ground there and there.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is,
Well, I went to pull in here to go up to this higher ground, but it was wet here, so that was my first try when I got in the field.
here's the drone.
Flying above us.
I think it should be drier here. How you in the tractor?
Was there squirrels in there?
No,
What?
come up with a new plan.
A new plan?
Yeah,
For here?
yeah.
What is it?
Put the disc
Uh-huh.
on the axe.
That's a great plan.
Alrighty.
Okay, one more pass. Very good.
Wet spot. This is like one of my potato driving truck memories that I will never forget.
Yeah.
We were digging potatoes here one year. It was probably one of the last fields like usual.
Yeah.
And I was loaded on this end of the field, probably in the Coyote, just learning how to drive a 13 speed. And I could not make it across that my hole.
Nope.
But I didn't get stuck either. I was able to back out every time. And this was, you know, when I was learning to drive, so it was okay, you shift the trucks gently, don't drive them, you just do this, and then does my mom pops in the truck and she's like, this is what you do in a situation like this. You don't listen to anything those guys told you. This is how you get out of here. And it was just like revving.
Yes.
A lot higher than I was told I was allowed to, and shifting and jamming along more than I was told I was allowed to, but truck made it to the other side.
Yep, you all got through. This was dragging Sawyer. Okay, so this is going to wrap up our Tuesday. What is today, anyways? 13th? 13th?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so
Lucky 13.
lucky 13th. So this is going to wrap up our day today over here at All Farms. We only got stuck 3 times and had to get pulled out with the axe. Not bad. Lime got delivered and potatoes got planted. So it's been a pretty busy day. Glad Shane was here to help me out with getting out and then driving the tractor and teaching me how to do things. I don't know, is there anything you want to add?
No.
No. Lucky 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tomorrow is a new day and we have a lot to do tomorrow, so we're going to get an early start. But I wanted to say thank you again to everybody who's watching. I love your comments. All your suggestions and your encouragement have been helpful. I know I need a rock box. I will get one someday. All right, guys, until the next one.